Welcome back, everybody, to The Tale of the White Lady, Chapter 4. So, last we left our adventurers, they have been stuck in this grim, almost like has this alternate dimension type of uh we don't know. It's a plane of existence parallel to Arklanar or otherwise, but rumors have been going around. Things have been said to the party members saying that this is somewhere in the underworld or the realm of the dead. And there are vampires here who abduct people and dump them in the wilderness to make them quiet. Uh, there are seemingly rural villages with a strange blend of ancient or creepily advanced architectures and technologies here, and strange individuals called red nomads, seemingly possibly by their the red tint of their skin, the olive red, almost like a kind of like a burnt sienna type uh color. And the women, women are fucking breathtaking, but they're garbed in these strange outfits, multicolored things with sashes and head scarves and such like. And our Saz has recently acquired a sword that has seen better days, but has a basket on its hilt. Why are you going to put berries in this basket? It's interesting. Why? Why? This sword is strange, but you have awoken on this overcast day. It's got a heavy overcast with a somewhat of a chilly wind from the east that is somewhat fetid. You can almost taste a bit of rot on the wind. You awaken, these nomadic folk are getting their caravan together, and if there is nothing that the players wish to do, you guys are off before we leave. As we do so, uh, Saz, would you describe your character for us? You're muted, sir.
Damn it.
Right?
Uh, Saz is in Arborian, literal bark for skin over here. He is well, he's probably still seen better days. They haven't really had a chance to properly get themselves cleaned up, going from being dumped in the wilderness to dealing with a strange thing wrapped in rags and trying to touch him with a mouthful of water that he still probably has nightmares about. Um, if he was all cleaned up, he probably wouldn't look half bad. Dark hair, his bark skin, the coloration and pattern of, I believe I had him down as elms. Um, right now, he has that sword with that weird basket hilt to it on his hip. He's still getting used to that thing knocking in that, well, everything because he's never dealt with an extra attachment on his sword like that before. Um, he's he's excited to get out of this village, especially after seeing the babushka talking with the vampire, and find out that they've basically been dumped here as a way to shut the hell up, and or become food. And he doesn't want to become food. That's not the way he wants to go out today. Um, so he's looking forward to this caravan, uh, and hopefully they can get some good news for once because it seems to be bad on top of bad on top of bad lately.
Terry, would you describe your character, describe Vason for us?
Yes, Vason is a human. Uh, Help me out here. Athern, Athernath,
Oh, he's an Athranian.
Athranian. Sorry,
You're talking
I,
about his ethnicity.
I
Okay.
totally butchered your world building here. He
Gosh,
is
damn it, man. Keep going.
late middle aged and is frail for even a human. Um, as He is leaning heavily on a staff that he was allowed to keep in this odd transport that we had to wherever we are. Um, he is dressed in heavy robes and has belt pouches and carries a satchel that you see that is bulging from various samples and things that he's found along the way. Um, Vason feels very much like Saz that I've got a bad feeling that the place we're at right now is nothing more than a stockyard for vampire um, needs. So why sit here and wait when we could take join this caravan and at least get away from the immediate vicinity and try to find out what we need to do to get back. So even though that's his main goal is like I think we need to get the hell out of here. He's also very interested in this journey. So he's trying to observe things, and when it's appropriate, he's taking samples and doing his best to just observe. Like I'm not in my realm, and so what can I learn from this realm?
All right, Eric, would you describe Grond for us?
Well, Ron's most distinguishing feature is he's 12 foot tall ogre. Um, Not exactly sure what he thinks about this whole. I mean, he's not happy about where he's at because he left a blacksmithy back in the world. And, he's afraid he's going to lose that, so he's trying to get back to that. Uh, he recently acquired a copper axe head for his big stick. So he is properly armed again. And I believe last time he managed to get it fashioned to the big stick.
Yeah, you are now currently armed with a copper long axe. Uh, befitting or your
Stature.
yes, thank you. That's stature. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Uh, just a small tree for the rest of us, but a healthy two-handed grip for you. Uh, Cost him almost all the copper in the village, but it's going to be an expensive axe when the uh, the payment for it becomes due. uh,
And as far as vampiric needs, I think that's called we're Lunchables.
right. Uh, so you join the caravan. Uh, the the caravan, I say this what you call it, the chiefess, the female chieftain, or the head woman of this mobile village, uh, goes by the name of Iulia. She has for us of Earth, she would have kind of a that Slavic nomadic bearing to her, but to those of us of Arklanar, she is a fucking alien from another dimension. She may as well be, but she's quite attractive as an extra extra-planar, extra-dimensional entity. We don't ask questions. We just like looking at her. And she carries herself with the bearing of a very experienced individual, very well read, uh, and very well traveled. Uh, you you're going to have about four-ish days of downtime. I will describe for you what happens in some timestamps along the way, but what do the three of you uh I guess want to do of over those 4 days? Grand, you're not going to be able to fit in a caravan. You'll probably be able to sleep uh besides one. They set a fire for you, and they'll give you blankets to keep warm, but you're not getting in the caravan. You're about as tall enough to be able to see the top of the wagon.
I wasn't
You're
planning
big,
on riding.
you're a big dude, man. You're just a big dude.
I wasn't planning on riding.
Okay.
They don't make a mount big enough.
No, no, they don't breed them
Oh,
that big for you.
I suppose I could find a rhinoceros
Those poor rhinoceros hips, though. God damn.
or an elephant. I could be elephant cavalry,
Oh, Jesus. All right,
heavy cavalry.
literally. But what are the other two? What do you others do for these 4 days?
Saz, you want to go first?
Yeah. I imagine the first little bit he's trying to acquaint himself with the rest of the caravan crew. Um, Especially if it's going to be that long, might as well know who the heck you're sleeping around.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Or
Um,
with,
yeah, right, right.
right? Because
Um,
they're very hospitable.
yeah, yeah. Uh, Saz is also probably going to take time to actually quote unquote train with this sword. As anyone who's actually done swordsmanship, basket hilt versus non-basket hilt, unexperienced feels different and weird.
Right.
And once he realizes that he can protect his hand slash semi hit things with the hilt, that will of course open up a realm of possibilities he didn't think was there before. Um, I
Well,
mean, he all said and done after that, he'd probably just watch both like the people in the caravan, uh, and the landscape because this is unknown territory with unknown things, and he's already seen one native inhabitant that wanted to kill him, and he doesn't feel like dealing with those things again.
no, fair enough. So, you can certainly get time spent with maybe some of the younger guys who uh, can teach you a little bit of the martial art of the saber. Uh, and Vason being the uh, technically an elderly man, uh, but of a one of the high mortal ethnicities of Arklenar. He's not nearly as wizened as possibly a common man would be, and Vason finds himself very popular with the young women in the caravan. And well, it's like, hey, they like older guys. We don't know, but he won't get much time away from the caravan, but he'll certainly get quite a bit of attention from these traveling gypsies. Um, Grand, you'll find that they really don't have much in the way of uh kind of an artisan type culture. Everyone here seems to be uh to possibly to your lawful eye. Uh they may as well be like scum and villainy. They seem like bandit type people, roguish and or uh, chaotic in that fashion, but they're not they don't accost the three of you, your companions, uh, nor do they accost Roak, your the youngest of your troop. Uh, Possibly amongst them, there's like a time and place for thievery, but that it might chafe your lawful sensibilities that you're traveling with a bunch of rogues, strange rogues, possibly from another world, but still, they treat you all kindly and with a varying degrees of hospitality, but they're all nice people. Um, Not like creepy Mormon type, but actually they're nice people. 2 days into this trek, about halfway through, you guys are getting ready to bed down for the evening, and one of the gals bring Grand his wool blankets. Uh, she's got to bring him like four so he can get like fully covered. Uh, and they prop up a big fire to keep his immense form uh warm. But she comments to you. You don't know this girl, but she says the other the others said you were an ogre. Is that correct?
Last time I checked,
Oh, the ogres where we come from are much uglier and dumb. You are neither of those things.
well, there are stupid people of all races.
She sits on a rock nearby, and she says begins to have this conversation with you. She go, but you're not brutish. The ogres that I'm familiar with are brutish, and they like to eat people, and they're stupid. You can read.
Yes, I also used to run a business.
She blinks at you,
Uh,
dumbfounded.
I'm a blacksmith by trade.
How can an ogre have a trade? This is a strange place. I've never met an ogre who's able to keep a ledger and to conduct business and not want to just eat things, and her voice trails off.
Well, I didn't, those who don't pay, I consider eating
She laughs as if you're joking.
because I am, because I would engage the law if we were back. I'm pretty sure I've had a few law enforcement in my past go, yeah, don't do that before I even thought about it.
You live in a city where there are guardsmen that do not kill ogres on sight?
Not when I can forge and fix their weapons for them, no.
She looks at you baffled. Just baffled. And fascinated. She will talk to you as long about your way of life and how you how what basically what your story is. until you send her away. She's maybe like 19, 20. She's a young gal.
Do I get the hint that she's more curious, or is she, perish the thought, hitting on me?
Uh she's curious. She
Okay. I need to just making sure I don't need to go, we're not doing that because I don't want to kill somebody.
She's like, "No, honey, you're so cute, but no." No.
I would kill you.
No.
Not intentionally, but it would happen.
Uh, no, she is not. She's not hitting on you. She doesn't seem like she's going in that direction. She's just like there's this ogre knows how to smelt metal, and he says he runs a business, and somehow he can fucking read. What the fuck's going on now? Uh, no, she'll harass you, quote unquote, harass you for as long as you will allow her to.
After probably an hour of amusing her, I'm going to, feign tired.
Oh, like, all right, dear, get on with you. All right, cool,
No, 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 just, yep, okay.
cool. No, she'll obviously she'll take the hint, and then she'll bid you a good evening. Uh, like 10 minutes later, she comes back with a another blanket that's kind of like ruffled up for like a pillow, so you don't have to use the rock that she was sitting on. But and then she fucks off for the night. Um, but as you begin to bed down, we what are our other companions doing?
Um, okay, so Jason actually has a couple things as the evening kind of goes on, and this is going to be kind of a nightly ritual. He's going to walk around and make small talk with the groups, but what he's doing too is watching for anybody or anything that might have um, tendrils of the occult or esoteric knowledge. If there's an indication of a person or if he sees anything at all, he's just constantly watching for that because, why not? We're in the land of the dead, they're saying. So there must be something to that. Um,
Are you
the
trying to
other,
see if anyone amongst the caravan is sort of an occultist or
yes, yeah,
oh oh all of them,
okay.
all of them. Like
So,
they are steeped into the tarot and the occult. Yes.
okay.
What do
So
you want to
then,
know?
then I'm looking for actual talent versus somebody just going through the motions or just being superstitious. Actually looking for like a leader or and a more experienced type person.
Well, I mean, you could argue that their chiefess, Eulia, is their probably what their headmistress, so to speak. Uh, she uh she calls herself a fortune teller. Uh, by trade. Um, you again also kind of get that, like I was describing earlier. Um, they have a kind of a roguish uh type of culture. They they find themselves on the road and usually on the wrong side of the law. Um, in some cases, be that due to racism or otherwise, we don't quite know. But if you certainly ask her what you wish to know from her about uh, essentially about her travels, she will reference a place called Ravenloft. Uh, and how her people can travel the mists and she goes on to describe there is a toxic mist that swirls around different points and places and realms in this strange place in the underworld that keep people where they live. And there are various undead who either rule openly or from the shadows. There's a lot of dark magic uh, scattered around the underworld, and
Are there cities like of for people like us?
some. The village that we're going to, uh, it's called Willenar, is on the edge of a realm called Miserine. To go to the city of Miserine, that's a sizable city with multiple different peoples in it.
Interesting. Does magic and ritual work down here like it does back home?
I would assume so. Are
Um,
you a sorcerer?
no, no, not a sorcerer at all. I've got some skills from studying, but I'm very weak in it and mostly self-taught.
Oh, uh,
In uh in my other home, I have access through my my financial means to be able to borrow or procure books of all different studies. So, and as an example, I'm gonna try like a little protection ward.
okay. All right. Did you get time to read through the section on ritual sorcery?
Just the blurb, not anything new.
It's got its own section in the guidebook now.
Oh, awesome. So that's a no.
Oh, well, have a read through it quick, because it's going to be seems like it's going to be a portion of your character's concept there.
Yeah, I kind of want to. Okay, so just metagaming here. I kind of want to work in a way to be more of a use to the party. So I think expanding on that kind of ritual stuff, even if it's not an immediate gratification, if it's something that I have to prepare and do ahead of time, but at least I feel like I'm contributing then. So yeah. The other thing, while I'm gonna read this, but the other thing that he wants to do when it's appropriate downtime or whatever is that he would like to borrow Saz's sling and just start practicing with targeting. He's never done it before, but basically what I'm metagaming again, once I get some skill points and stuff, I want to be able to justify putting maybe some points into sling. So I'm going to practice with it.
Okay.
Look, look out for Vest and sling.
Right, right.
I'll send it away from. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, on the side of the fucking head. Oh, Jesus. Uh, but no, ritual sorcery is in the guidebook and ready for you to peruse.
Is okay. So are we looking at the revised rules?
It's oh yeah, that's the only
Okay.
that's the only one you should have access to anymore. I've got the old rules uh still, but It's mostly been tore apart.
Ritual saucer. Okay. Yep. I'll skim this while we're
Okay.
playing, but
Uh, Saz, what is he doing this evening? I'm
Um,
assuming y'all are just like sitting around a fire
yeah.
doing this, right? And
More than likely, as has probably been the norm lately, is he'll probably practice with one of the other swordsmen, refining technique with this basket hilted weapon. Um, he he'll take up a shift on the watch. One just for head on the swivel, own security, and two because that's kind of the only way he can contribute to this caravan is guard, basically. Um, and then especially once Vason asks him for the sling, um, and they go find some nice rocks. I assume every now and then they'll do contests on who can hit, you know, a target somewhere, somehow, some way. Uh, almost like a medieval game of horse, so to speak. Oh, I bet you can't hit this tree third branch up, after only, spinning it 3 times or something.
and Vason's completely brand new to it, so you see shots go wild, and he's very oh sorry about that again.
But yeah, training, guard, a little bit of fun.
okay. Uh, once the festive learning atmosphere dies down, uh, sometime that evening on Saw's watch, uh, you get the you get a faint kind of like this stench on the wind. Something's rotting, something natural. Just briefly. Not like someone like it's not fecal, but it's rotting. And it breezes by for like a few seconds. It lingers on in the area for a moment and then disappears. About 10 minutes later, that comes back and lingers longer. As this time it's so damn bad, Vason can smell it in the caravan wagon behind a closed door, and you awaken immediately. You're like, "The fuck, these girls? Someone just shit them? No, wait a second. That's fungal. Not that's not fecal or fish or the ocean. You understand what rotting fish smells like. You're from a port city, but like a compost pile. And and then Grand is awakened by this smell and the smell of a wet dog. And
Hmm.
Saz, you you draw your sword. And because its scabbard is also has seen better days, it rakes ugly across its clasp there with a dirty grating shing. Uh, as anyone who knows, the sword is not supposed to make the shing sound when it is drawn. It's supposed to be silent as the grave. Uh, and your scabbard rattles. So like -2 to stealth, by the way. It's fucking hideous. So you draw your sword, and what portions of your sword glint in the firelight there, you see a pair of red eyes on the edge of the firelight, and the most malevolent growl you've ever heard. You know what a wolf sounds like. You know what a canine growl sound like, but this is something more malevolent than a hound, like the common Athranian hunting hound. No. Vason, you hear this growl muffled from within the caravan, and Grond is awoken by this growling. How do you all wish to proceed?
Okay. So I'm in the back of a wagon with Gron. We're together.
No, Grond is outside sleeping on the ground. He can't fit
Oh,
in a
that's right.
caravan. You are amongst your women in the caravan.
Oh, he has multiple, huh? I see how that.
They like him, whatever. They like older guys. We don't know.
Oh, hell
Okay,
then. I
so
just
stay inside.
That's
no.
how he's supporting the caravan.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, all joking aside, I
Oh,
will try to be quiet and slip out and see if I can get to where Grand was lying down. I want to make sure that he's up or on guard duty. I don't know what time it is, so I don't know
it's in the
whose
middle of the
watch it
fucking
is.
night. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
don't know who's watch. Uh,
my first instinct is to go to where the boys were
okay.
sleeping.
As you open the back of this caravan wagon, you see a wolf there, like an enormous wolf. Not, we're not talking like the prehistoric, like dire wolf. We're like a gray wolf, like a common North American gray wolf there, and um, he's covered in like lichen and moss and mushrooms. He looks mangy and patchy. As you open this door, he fucking turns and this maw just comes at you and he snaps at you. Make me a defense test.
Oh, snap.
Literally.
Nah, preferably not. Preferably not. Those jaws are going for your throat, Terry.
All right, all right.
Technically, this is going to be uh a grapple. So uh
Okay, so I can still use evasion though, right? I'm rolling against evasion.
uh well, it's a defense test. So yeah, no, obviously you get your evasion bonus.
All right.
Yeah.
So that would be a 10 total.
Yeah. A 10? God damn it. Uh okay, so just to make sure we're doing this probably 2d8 plus your cunning modifier plus your evasion bonus, right?
I've got evasion as reflex. Is that
That's
not?
God damn it. No. That's hang on. Just hang be cool. Evasion. Do you have grades in the evasion skill?
Yes, I'm one.
You have one grade in evasion. You do not
Yep.
get an evasion bonus. You need two grades in evasion. Reflexes is your stat. What's your cunning modifier?
+3.
It's plus three. It's 2d8 plus three then.
All right. So then I got 12.
12.
I'll get the roll better.
Okay, okay. All right, okay. Uh, it's not a trap, so you're not saving against anything. Yes. Well, fucking fuck. He beats you by 1 point, and this wolf's jaws are now around your throat as he drags you out of the caravan. Um, Scream ensues. I'm assuming you
Oh yeah,
scream.
I'm making noise and I'm trying to
Yeah.
find purchase on very large head.
Uh, to catch Grond up. Grond, you have been awoken by growling, seemingly of like was these like common woodland wolves. Uh, and to bring you up to speed, you heard the growling. Uh, you actually can wake up and possibly look to your right, and Saz is on the on the edge of the campfire light. You see uh eyes, red predator eye shine there, and we've just heard Vason scream somewhere behind us. Uh, Saz is the next to act, we're gonna say, in this technical surprise round. Saz, what help, please? God damn it!
Yeah. So to kind of take it back a second, the first time the smell hits,
Yep,
he's just like, "Oh,
yuck.
we something passed by that's not right."
Yep.
Okay, cool. When it comes by a second time, he's sword out, head swivel, almost looking for like the next like other body besides Gron that's sleeping. Of hey, something ain't right now. Um,
Is it fair to assume at this point you start to arouse Grond?
yes,
Okay, cool. So he's been awake for longer. Awesome. Cool. Okay, cool. Just
yeah.
so this flows.
So yeah, he would see the eyes and like for that moment of all right, the fuck are you? Because who knows what exists in this hellscape of a land. Um, and then he probably like hears Vason come out, like probably
Like,
hears like the flap of the caravan.
no, it's a
And
door. They actually like the
oh, it's
big.
an actual door.
There's
Okay.
actually a
We
big.
got fancy ones.
Oh, yeah, dude, they're like soup, like big, like I keep saying they're gypsy caravans, like big Romani. Like they've it's a tiny home on a wagon.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and it's
But
got
no, either way,
they got a
he would
legit
he would
fucking
hear
door.
the he'd hear the door, which out of reflex, his head would like shift over that way, get ready to say something, and Wolf would attach the
Scream.
throat.
Yep.
Cue scream, cue stab.
I fucking make an attack roll then. I'm
Just to bring it all together.
yeah, right. So that description took about 5 minutes. All of this transpired in about 40 seconds. Oh, excuse me. The smell was like 10, 20, like 10, 15 minutes, and then the rest of this was very
Yeah.
quick. Excuse me.
That's a 23 to hit.
Oh, Jesus. That is gonna be a dispatch 3, sir.
Ooh, nice.
Oh my God. Grand, you're gonna be the next to act when he makes his attack. So
It's going to
be ready,
be
sir.
12 points of damage.
God damn it all. You can describe for I see. I'm so fucking excited that we actually get to fight something. Excuse me before I get ahead of. You're not. So you're attacking the wolf thing on the edge of the firelight. You're not going off to go help Vason. Vason is still fighting for his life, trying to not
Well,
have his throat pulled out.
how close was Vason?
Oh, he's somewhere in the fucking wagons behind you.
Okay.
You have to
Uh,
run over there, try and find him before. Yeah.
I've got that. You take care of what
okay.
you're doing.
So
Fair.
okay.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yes, I will. I will attack the one in front of me because obviously, if he's screaming, this can't be good either.
You're right.
And Saj just says knee jerk reaction, stab. We're not going to deal with this shit.
All right. So you can describe for us how wait, how many points of damage you said? What, 12?
12.
Okay. 12 points of damage on 3 suppress? Actually not dispatch 3, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, he has a 3 physique bonus.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, wow, that succeeded a little low. Anyway, you can describe for us how you're going to kill this wolf
thing.
thing. Uh,
Uh, I honestly, it's kind of keep it simple, stupid logic. He hears Vason scream, sees thing with red eyes, assumes, well, this can't be good. And since the red eyes is basically the only thing he can see, he's gonna stab between them because there must be a head there, as long as we're dealing with normal physiology. Uh,
uh,
so yeah, he basically skewers this thing right above the muzzle,
okay. Uh,
probably down to the basket because he wasn't gonna fuck around.
when you skewer this thing, uh, you're gonna destroy it easily. You get when you get close to it, and you feel, I mean, something like the fur on your bark skin there, and you're close enough to fucking smell it, and that's that acrid, rotting. It's almost like rotting plant matter, uh, smell, and the fungus spore, and yeah,
Like not
you,
quite fertilizer, but almost there.
yeah, and it's it's got mushrooms growing out of its fur. It's mangy and obviously very fucking ill. This was possibly a very healthy, very magnificent creature of the woodland at one point. It is in fact not anymore. Uh, this thing yipes a moment. It sends up a spore of green black a cloud when you stab it, and I need you to make a hang on once let's fucking do this properly. I need you to make a conditioning save against disease.
Conditioning. All right.
Yes. It's gonna be a difficult save. I need you to break an 8.
Oh, that's good. I got a 10.
Oh yes. Okay, cool. And
Because thank fuck for, putting points into conditioning.
hey, cool. So you don't necessarily inhale it, but you certainly smell the awful. Uh, Grand, help us! God damn it, help!
Do I know which wagon he was sleeping in?
Of course,
Okay, that's where
you,
I had.
you're observant. You like kushunk kushunk, you lumber over their axe in hand. You see this wolf essentially trying to eat Vason. Uh, he's right there, man. He's right there on top of our boy. Uh, uh, and he's not paying attention to you, so he's gonna get a hell of a penalty to his defense. Send it.
All right, bisect is king. 12 with an 8.
Attaboy.
18 with the additional 6.
That's an 18 to
And
attack.
wait,
Uh,
plus 7.
oh my god, damn it.
25.
God damn it, dude. Okay. That's gonna be max dispatch. He's not paying attention.
He's too
Uh
busy trying to chow down.
oh yeah, he's trying to fucking eat Vason, literally. Um uh
15 damage.
oh my God. Yeah.
Like I said,
They actually have 10 points of vitality. So you can describe how you absolutely destroy this thing.
as I said when I started my attack, bisect is king.
Okay. Uh
I'm cutting it in half, right down the spine.
uh yeah, no. Your axe will get stuck in the wolf's corpse, however, very briefly, with with your prodigious strength. It is gonna get stuck in there. There's a rib cage and vertebrae you got in there, but just I'm not gonna make you roll with the physique test to get it out, but it's gonna basically come down kashunk and you're just like jerk it twice. Okay, and then rip, and this is spout of red, greens, black spore and blood that spatters everywhere, and Vason, the vice grip of teeth just freezes on your throat. uh I should have actually rolled damage when he actually clamped on you, but that was my bad. I'm not gonna do it now because the thing is already dead. uh but uh Vason, it's your turn as uh there's screams of people being attacked by these fungal wolves. There's a pack of wolves attacking the caravan, and these are rather prodigious specimens. Uh, as we go to uh the standard combat, I believe Saz has the highest reflexes, correct, of the group.
I got a 10, so I think so.
I know it's not going to be Grand.
I have an 8, or I have a 6.
Absolutely fucking not. Uh, so Saz, roll it.
Yeah, so
Reaction. Roll reaction.
this thing would work for me today.
Goddamn, man.
God
Golly.
damn.
Golly. Where are your dice? Are you not using your...
They're in the bag in the car from the other game.
Okay. You're using an electric dice roller, sir?
I know, how dares.
Oh my
How
God.
dares. So 18 for a reaction.
That's an EDI, sir. Electronic dice infection. You need to go see a doctor.
I know, right?
What'd you roll?
18.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so uh oh, excuse me. The wolves beat you by 1 point. They're going first.
Of course they are.
Uh,
Sons of bitches.
they are sons of bitches.
Yeah.
At
Literally.
1 point, yes.
Yes. Um, uh, so in seconds, uh, the Vistani, as possibly some of us have uh assumed or predicted by now, the they try and mount some kind of defense as the wolves attack, but they are quickly overcome. Um, a lot of them are like zero level commoners, uh, or first level thieves, uh, as the wolves fall on a lot of them and devour them bodily. Um, we will then go. Jesus Christ. Cool. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There's 14 people, 14 plus you three, in the caravan. Seven of them just died. Uh, Saz, it is now a bloodbath as these wolves attempt to uh now attack you. Let's hear it, sir. Full send.
Yeah, so I guess he's just gonna start stabbing shit. Um
Attaboy.
he also knows well enough now that when he stabs them to hold his breath,
Uh-huh.
because spores are not good.
Nope.
But yeah, no. Unless he sees someone like still alive, either struggling or not, he will literally go after the closest wolf he has eyes on,
Okay.
and hopefully systematically just start tearing them apart instead. So
All right, roll it. Fuck. I don't know why my dice are on fire. I was hoping that this wasn't going to be such a shutout.
God damn it.
Uh-huh. Let's hear it.
18 on that one.
That's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. Send it.
12 points on that one.
Okay, you're going to destroy him. If you break a 10, he's going to die. Plain
Okay.
and simple. Uh,
Yeah, no, just especially because he already did it, he's hunted enough. He knows you either go for the head or you go for the heart. Like it's not really a question at this point.
okay.
Uh, just quick stab, move to the next one. Like there's no grandeur, no grandiose, just stab and go.
Okay.
Um,
Does he only
as
get one attack?
yes, at the moment,
He's zero,
unfortunately.
zero, zero. Okay, okay, cool.
He will keep an eye out for survivors, or people in danger and make them a priority. Like I said, otherwise he'll just go for the closest
Okay.
adversary. But yeah, that's his turn.
Uh, who has the higher reflexes score? Grand or Vason?
We
Probably
both have
Vason.
sixes.
Uh, I, rules as written, technically, you guys are going to go at the same time. So it
Low
falls
escapades.
on both of you to kind of negotiate your actions and see.
I can go first.
I'll let Vason weasel his way out of the wolf's jaws first.
Okay.
And we're seeing the chaos of the attacks as well. I mean,
Yeah, this is in seconds. Yeah, this is
okay.
around you. Yep.
Vason's once he gets out of the jaws, he's going to make fast dash back to the caravan where his stuff is in and grab his satchel with his apothecary supplies.
Okay.
Um,
He basically just he grabbed you off of like that front doorstep almost step there. So you just gotta hop up and get inside.
okay.
Uh, it's right
My
there.
my my intent then is to grab my supplies and start booking it out to find survivors.
Okay.
Basically, following Saz's trail of wolf corpse and look for survivors.
Okay.
And that's my turn. That's all I'm
Okay.
doing.
As you try and cross the camp, I need you to make a conditioning test as well, as this chaotic swirl of gore is kicking up these spores. Uh, this green black mist kind of just settles on everything.
That would be a 15.
Oh, is that did your save explode? Is it? Is it
Oh, no, sorry. A
what?
save? I thought it was just a conditioning
No, 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 no.
skill.
It's 1d8 plus your stat modifier
All right, all right.
plus a skill bonus.
Okay. That would be a total of 8.
A total of 8. Oh, good. You're able to stave it off and not inhale it, but this acrid mist is starting to become foul and invasive. Uh, if you have a scarf, maybe you kind of like pull that up over
Yeah,
your nose.
I've got my heavy robes, so I'll like do the appropriate. Oh, I don't want to get this on me.
Grand, as a wolf comes around one of the caravan uh wagons to try and attack you, go for it. Full
All
sensor.
right. That's a 10 on the die.
Hell yeah.
So 17.
Oh, okay. You beat him by 2 points. So roll damage, no dispatch. I'm imagining
16
like
damage.
16. Oh, okay, fantastic. So I'm imagining he tries it. come around the caravan and try and lunge at you, and you're like, no, and shunk. He's right there, target-rich environment. He dies instantly. Uh, Saws. Fucking help! God damn it!
Help.
Uh,
Have I seen anyone still alive? Where is the leader lady?
uh, she is she is fighting with one of these wolves uh wielding a saber of what to your eye looks like star metal uh nearby with one of the other younger ladies who's kind of like cowering underneath one of the wagons maybe about 10 feet away from you.
Okay, cool. I will go to their aid.
Fantastic, sir. But in the interim, as you're trying to move, a wolf tries to attack you.
Oh, am I still getting off attacking? You mean make a defense?
I need you to, yeah, you can make an attack
Okay.
quickly. This will be
Uh,
preemptive.
right. Like I'm gunning, and then this guy comes out the side. It's like, no, fucking
No, you're
dead.
gonna attack
18.
me first. God damn, for an 18. Oh, that is dispatch two, sir. They're not very tough, but once they get a hold of you, it gets way
That's a
worse.
that's a 10 on the dot.
Oh my God, you destroy him. Okay, fantastic. That is, I think, five wolves slain right now. Um, you can describe for us how you destroy him.
Yeah. So this one, like I'll see the boss, and
Boss lady.
basically go to start running toward her to help her, and out of like between caravans or grass,
Um,
fucking wolf tries to come out, and it's just like, okay, kind of beast mastery with this. It's going to be like hand on muzzle, and sword's going to go up underneath fucking
there you go.
jaw, and then just literally like before the spores really come out, drop like push and drop, and he'll keep going.
Uh, Vason and Grond, in that order. Again, you guys are technically acting at the same time. Vason, you can find somebody who has their throat tore out, and you try and pinch off that artery. But in a few seconds, they die in your lap. Uh, One of the younger guys, uh, who actually was the guy who lit the evening fire, and he was the good cook. He was a nice guy, but he dies in your lap. Uh,
I trained to triage. I will just worry about my feelings later and try to go for the next person.
okay, you can find one of the younger girls uh, who has frankly been one of the girls you've been under for the past few days. Um, and she is very badly injured. She has a horrible dog bite on her arm, and she is there. It's a lot. She's making it sound like a lot worse than it actually is, and it looks like the dog bite is somehow infectious. Uh, and you can in this portion of the scene, or if we're gonna say it's quieter, it's hardly the fucking story, but it's quieter here, so where you can actually operate on her. How do you wish to proceed?
I will basically start by trying to clean the wound with what I've got, what we have around us,
Okay.
and then start bandaging.
Okay. Make me an apothecary test here.
All right. So I have a
Drawn somewhere behind you, split something in two, keeping the
Like
scene
like
alive.
Like all I can picture is like in the movies when they have the slow motion scene between two characters. The
Yeah, right.
fight's going on in the background, but nothing touches the two characters.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, right.
Miraculously, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
that's I mean that's pulpy.
wait,
Yeah, pretty.
have you read the laws of anime?
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I was actually thinking
yeah.
third Pirates of the Caribbean movie when they do the whole getting married on the boat bit.
Oh my God,
Well, I
just
mean, the
kiss.
laws of anime actually have, I mean, it's listed like a laws of physics.
All right. So with modifiers, I got a gentleman's 20.
Hell
Ooh.
yeah. Oh no. You're pretty fucking sure with your expert hand she's gonna be perfectly fine. She's gonna
All right.
have a really awful scar, but she'll be fine. Uh, Grand, what you doing, big man?
Give me another close one. If not, I'll go find one.
Uh, you're actually pretty fucking huge. Um, literally.
Everything's a close one to you.
Yeah, right. I say that. No, there's three there. There are three here trying to snap at your fucking uh your meaty thighs, your voluptuous ankles, and that sack that they're trying to get into, that ogreish loincloth you're wearing.
My man tackle?
They need to not be getting so fresh. No dog should be getting in there.
Sorry, I'm not into beasts.
No, but there are three
Okay.
snapping maws coming at you. And
Uh,
saws, there are three, soon to be
so
two snapping maws.
that's a 20 to hit.
Ah, yeah. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, fucking Christ! I thought I was gonna get uh a deft wolf to get by your prodigious attack. No, that is gonna be dispatch two. Uh, yeah, Mike, I was going to say there are three snapping maws coming at Gron. Now there's soon to be going to only be two.
Yep.
Um, yeah, so I exploded. So
How many
12,
times?
just one. 12, 17,
Oh my God.
25. I, I
Oh,
I reduced them to a baloney mist cloud.
I'm going to say you actually killed two of them because that's two wolves. They only have 10 vitality. So I'm going
Great
to say,
cleave.
so yeah, yeah. Essentially, I'm gonna allow that. Normally, that doesn't happen, but that's kind of fucking awesome. Uh, so Saws. You're you're fighting and trying to defend our boss lady as she's trying to defend two other young people, and out of the corner of your eye you see Grand dispatch two of these mangy, very sick animals uh in the way that Grand is going to describe them.
Baloney mist cloud 1 and 2.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that.
There.
When Saz sees this and he's gonna basically see like the swing, he's just gonna look over and be like, "Don't breathe it in."
Right?
I think I'm above the cloud.
No, you were previously. Now you are not. Uh, I need you to make a conditioning save. That's going to be 1d8 plus the physique modifier plus whatever your conditioning bonus is.
Okay, physique modifier 4
And
plus
it's a
6.
it's a difficulty 8, so you got to make an 8.
So I have a plus 6
Oh yeah.
just for physique.
Yep.
That's a 10.
Okay, cool. Cool. Uh And so, no, there's an acrid, putrid, just stench here of these mold spores getting into and onto everything. Uh, as uh one such, oh my God, Mike, oh Jesus Christ, two wolves seemingly, two of the three remaining, uh, come at you, uh, mate with attacks of 22
Shit.
and 20. I need you to make defense tests and survive, please. Because if you don't survive, I don't have a story. And if I don't have a story, we're kind of SOL on game night. So please survive. Please.
Dramatic pause.
I know,
Right,
right?
right. I'm trying to count. Shut up.
Uh, you just wait, Terry. It's Vason almost got his goose got, and he's about to get his goose got again.
All right, so
Wait,
the
am I
first
going to
one's
be the
only
only one left standing?
Well, I'm my dice are on fire tonight when they usually aren't. So
yeah,
this
and of course when I need explosions, it doesn't give me explosions.
no stop.
I 16 and 15, they both hit.
Fuck.
Both
Oh my
both
God.
both with a single dispatch.
What?
Right.
On the bright side, I got armor and I have a decent I have a decent enough
Uh,
armor soak, so
I meant to ask about that.
I
Right.
will talk. Put a pin in that. Remind me
Okay.
after the combat.
Well, no, this is involving combat.
Okay. Uh, when it's your turn, I will get to it. Uh,
Okay.
okay. Uh, both with a single dispatch. Okay. Oh shit. All right. So you've got. God damn it. First attack, uh, 5 damage coming in. Second attack, 7 damage coming in. Make your armor test accordingly. So first attack, what do you got?
okay. So just to make sure I have my math right,
Yep.
what all contributes to damage suppress?
Damage suppress.
Your actual armor you're wearing
Right.
and
You're an
cunning,
Armorian, so you also get bark skin.
right, which is a +1, and then isn't it cunning?
Uh no no no. That is
Right, no,
cunning is
that's
just
just with defenses.
okay, so in your equipment. Let's see, all right, cool. So damage suppress. Um uh armor, say like what kind of armor are you wearing? You're wearing a wooden
The
breastplate.
carved breastplate, which is like
Okay, so wooden
a 4
breastplate.
damage
Okay.
suppress, I think.
So yeah, are you wearing a helmet at all?
No,
Okay.
he didn't get a helmet. I did get
Is he
bracers and greaves if those are allowed though.
uh yeah, no. What kind of greaves are you wearing?
Um,
Also wooden,
Probably just wooden because that's what the breastplate is.
and you got bracers as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh so you can't use a shield with bracers because bracers replace shield. They don't
Yep.
stack. Okay. So
He wasn't going to use shield anyway, which is why I went that route.
okay, cool. Um so your breastplate and your greaves, breastplate is +1 damage suppressed. Bracers, excuse me, god damn it. Greaves are uh 1 damage suppress. Breastplate is 4, so you have a damage suppress of 5. Your defense, excuse me, basically your armor test will be a D8 plus 5 total.
Okay.
You can call that it really it should fall under saves. It's an armor save,
Hmm.
and you got to roll higher than the damage coming in to take no damage.
Yeah. So of course now it decides to explode.
Oh,
Uh, so 14. Well, sorry, 19 on the first one,
Right? Okay.
and second one is a 10.
Okay. So you don't take any damage this turn.
Right.
Okay. So
Thank fuck for armor.
I know, right? See, this is why we spend money on armor.
Right.
Because it all stacks when you make your armor save. Um, okay. So yeah, you've got basically maw and teeth, and they bite on you, and they're trying to uh rip you to pieces, but your bark skin and wooden armor saves you. I mean, you get pulled to the ground, obviously, but they're on top of you. Um, I'll let you make an attack,
Right.
a single attack here,
Right.
but
Right.
and then we'll go to the others. Terry, you look very concerned over there.
18 to
No,
attack.
just listening.
Uh, for 18 for your attack, that's gonna hit. He made a 7. So dispatch as normal, of course.
18 to 7. So that's 3 dispatch, I think.
Yep.
Uh, for 11 points of damage.
Yeah, he's fucking dead.
Yeah. Basically get put to the ground, arms out here, change the grip, and just
Make me a conditioning save. It's
that's a
hard.
10.
So it's 10. You know, you're gonna make it. You guys are rolling real good on your saves. So
Thank fuck.
I know, because it's gonna get a hell of a lot worse here. Vason, uh, the wolves are going to attack you for a fucking 7. God damn it. See,
Good.
this is my
He
dice.
he wasted the good ones on me,
Yeah, right.
as it should be. Waste the good ones on the tank.
God damn it. I know. I know. Trying to get rid of our Belmont, hey.
I
So the
thought I was
defense check is
tank.
a 2d8?
Yeah, your defense test, yeah, it's 2d8. Attack and defense is
Oh,
2d8.
that's a total of 8.
Uh, really? You beat him by 1, son of
Oh,
a All right, fine.
that was a shitty roll.
Um,
It's a 1 and a 2.
He basically just nips out of the way as the wolf comes in and ends up like narrowly missing his chest.
okay. Uh, you can attack, you can act. What do you want to do? It
I've
is your
got my
turn.
staff. I might as well swing.
Go for it. Baseball bat, sir.
It's just going to be a straight up roll. There's no modifiers for me.
Oh, shit. Explode.
No, that's a total of 4.
It's a total of 4. God damn. Yeah, no. He makes a fucking 10. So, uh, he tries and bites you. You barely get out of the way. You try and retaliate and
Whiff.
swing, but he fucking with the agility of a canine gets out of the way. And now we go to Grunt. Eric, what's your question?
Okay. Um, when we figured out my defense, it was figuring in copper mail,
Yeah.
which I'm
Um.
not wearing.
Okay. Uh.
So
Yeah.
would I not have that -1 factored
Uh.
in?
Yeah. You're currently not wearing armor, so you don't get an armor test. Uh. So any damage that you come in, you just take all of it. Instead of you soaking whatever it is the difference would be for your armor. Uh.
So my defense instead of 2d8 plus 2 would be 2d8 plus 3.
Uh. No, your defense is just. Hang on. What? No, you're not wearing armor. You don't get a damage suppressor. Your defense is 2d8 plus whatever your cunning modifier is.
Cunning and evasion.
No, just yeah. Do you have grades in evasion?
Yeah, I have a +2 evasion.
You have 4 grades in evasion.
Let me look. Yes, evasion times 4.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you gotta hang on. I forgot if you had that. I'm sorry, man. Hang on. So no, yeah, it's 2d8. What is your cunning modifier?
+1.
Okay, so yeah, it would be 2d8 plus 3.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I needed
Uh,
the copper mail is not factored into it. So,
oh yeah, I that month. Okay, cool. So no, damage suppress and your defense test are two separate things.
right.
I mean, if you were wearing bracers or you were carrying a shield, that would modify it further. Um,
Okay, so I also have a note: character size large, male ogre, damage suppressed -1.
yeah, you're bigger to hit, I guess. Uh,
Easier to hit, but tougher to get through.
um,
Tougher skin.
well, you don't have no. Uh,
We'll have to go
well,
over this
yeah,
after this session.
we're gonna have to. I don't know what I was thinking when that happened, because yeah, you don't have bark skin like Mike's character does. So you wouldn't have that thicker skin thing.
I mean, it's not ever come up yet, but
No, it has. Oh, that's actually a really fucking good question. Anyway, uh, uh,
how many are near me?
we're gonna say there's one left that you can like move and attack. It's not in your immediate vicinity, but close enough to where you can.
What happens if I explode and then roll another 8?
You
You
just keep
explode
rolling.
again.
Oh God, I love open-ended. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, no,
14,
you
20, 26, 32
just roll
plus.
damage. Just roll damage. Just fucking roll damage.
Add a
He
+5 for dispatch, and you're good. You're good. Which
Uh,
fuck that means with max dispatch, he just kills him with minimum damage because he
uh,
gets a +7 to damage.
yeah,
so
he's
that's
basically gonna roll a 1 and a 2 for damage, and then yeah.
that's a 4 and a 1, so that's a 13
Yeah, so
base.
you just kill it. Combat ends. Split the thing in two. Uh, I'm gonna hit the latrine right quick. So y'all role play amongst yourselves. Bear back.
Vason is pretty much looking over at you guys, going, we've got to find survivors. So spread out and see if we can who's wounded and who isn't.
Well, if people were smart when the attack started, they'd have gone underneath their wagons. It would have been safer.
They can happen too quick though. Um, Saz would have been going over to the leader because he was right by them anyway. So I gotta kind of see what happens with that.
Yeah, find out if she's been hit at all. Well, as long as he's going to do that, I'm going to hit the head as well.
Yeah, I need to get more beverage. I've only got one bottle left. I might actually do it.
Terry went to use the bathroom.
Oh,
Eric went to go get a drink.
yeah.
Um,
Eric is actually just still here. I realized I probably didn't need one.
Oh, okay, cool.
uh,
Just not on
Vason,
camera.
Vason's gonna look for survivors. I'm going to go to the leader if she's still alive and check her and the girl that was with her for injuries.
Okay.
I'm
Uh,
looking for survivors and corralling them toward Vason.
okay. So, uh, that becomes a very sad affair. Of the 14 uh, individuals that you were traveling with, uh, all things told, uh, 9 of them are slain uh, in the wolf attack. Uh, so leaving 5 in the party. So more than half of you are gone. The wolves themselves uh uh to your eyes have been were common woodland wolves are like our North American gray wolf, but there's something sickly about them, and when they die, they become well, they start to spore, and uh, the the corpses quickly begin to decompose. They in the I'm gonna say the hours after the attack, will say that um fresh, like small mushrooms start to grow on the corpses of the people that were slain. Um, to your sadness, uh, they start to grow different fungi, and to Vason's academic eye, that must be horrifying. How quickly this species of mold that somewhat kind of crosses the line of like spore and moss and slime mold. Eh, it's this weird thing. Not so sure it's an organism, or maybe it's a black magic. We don't know. But the purulent corruption sets in frighteningly quickly, and uh, I will need uh, more conditioning test. Excuse me, not conditioning test. A conditioning save. This is gonna be save versus disease again. Uh,
We be burning these bodies? I'm gonna start asking anybody who is possibly familiar with this. I'm not going to assume, I'm going to ask.
yeah, party members. Uh,
So, I mean, whoever's nearby, I mean, what do we do with these things before they mutate into something that we're gonna have to fight again?
I would say that we run it past the caravan leader, make sure that we're not going to be upsetting some type of cultural thing.
No,
Well,
Yulia does say, "Oh no, we should burn these bodies." So we don't know uh what is wrong with these wolves, but
well, before I start grabbing both wolves and fallen people, I'm going to put something cloth over my mouth and nose and then start.
uh make me uh wild lore test to get that fire started.
That's what I'm doing
I
now.
can do the fire if nothing else.
Oh, that's right. That's right. No one's a fucking outdoorsman in this fucking party. Excuse me.
I'm a
Uh,
Excuse
blacksmith.
you.
I know. Normally, we've got quite a few characters who can start a fire. You don't have any Boy Scouts in this party anymore, except for Saz and Roak.
Just because I was a Boy Scout doesn't mean I play one on role-playing games.
I'm aware. I know. Uh,
Uh, 22 for the fire, by the way.
hell yeah. Yeah, you can restart that fire and start burning the bodies. Um, something you do learn quickly that the fire consumes uh the fog or that sporing mist. Uh, uh, yeah, very, very quickly. So,
In that case, once I realize that, I will find some more decent sized sticks and make torches and start planting them around the caravan.
cool,
Kind of air it out, so to speak.
right?
Citronelle candle type thing.
Yeah. Uh, Terry, what is Vason doing right now?
Um, now that we've seen what's going on with the bodies, Vason wants to make extra sure that the people that he's treated who have survived are not showing any signs of infection. So he's going to gather them um, around, away from where they're building the bodies, but around a campfire and kind of keep his patients within close proximity of each other. How many did he treat that survived? So we lost 9,
Yep,
right?
yep. You treated three of those five.
Okay, that survived.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, he's going to keep those people close by and keep checking their wounds.
Cool. Couple hours pass, and the first girl that you treated, uh, she starts to ache and become very fucking pale, uh, as the mushrooms start growing in her dog bite. Uh, and she kind of starts to freak out a little bit. She comes to you. She says, Vason, what's going on with this? Why? And she fucking loses it.
Uh, I'll take a look. Is there anything that I can do to try to clean this?
Uh, you've got knives, you've got scissors, you got fire, and you have time to boil water and start surgery. So
All
yeah,
right. That's what I'll do. I'll start getting things together and say explain to her that we're gonna take care of this, but I'm gonna need your help.
Um, do you have a knife on you?
I do not.
Does anyone alive or dead have a knife?
oh, there's plenty of
Okay.
knives here that you could just take off the bodies and such.
Okay. Because I would recommend Vason heating up the blade since fire seems to drive away this stuff.
All right.
You might
I
have
will
to
try that. I will try that with a
I mean,
uh
cleaned blade.
well,
and
maybe just a simple like branding might do it too.
yeah. Saz will also pick up a second sword off the bodies as well as basically all the daggers he can find.
Okay, fine. You've got nine.
I'm assuming
Most
what
everyone had at least one knife on them.
yeah.
I'll
What
yeah.
material are they made out of?
Bronze.
Okay.
They're not throwing knives. They're they're stabbing.
I mean anything's a throwing knife. I just gotta take a penalty on it.
Well,
More
I
more Bowie
suppose.
knife than a dagger.
I'd say more or less a Fairbairn Sykes knife, a fighting knife, a poniard, as some would call it. Uh,
Oh, pokey stab. Okay.
uh,
Um, the swords that the others were carrying, are they all the basket hilted ones too?
uh, they're varying similar, like saber type single edge swords and or long knives.
Okay.
There's a few of them that have basket hilts. The rest probably usually don't.
He'll
Something
actually
more.
grab a second basket hilt when he kind of likes those now.
Okay. Uh, all right. So, no, Vason, what, how does the surgery go? You tell
Well,
me.
so Vason's going to wrap up the hilt of the one of the bronze knives and
Uh,
get it into the fire, get the blade nice and hot,
Be
and
careful
say
with the heat.
that's why I wrapped up the hilt,
Well,
the
no,
handle.
because bronze has a lower melting
Ah,
point.
okay.
Blacksmith.
Yes. And I say, Grand, I may need you to hold her for this next part.
You have something that'll just put her to sleep so you can do it? I mean, I'll hold her
I
down, but it might be easier if she's not wanting to move at all.
she looks at the three of you very concerned.
I explain to her, we are going to have to clean that wound, and this might hurt a little.
Feel a
She,
little
uh,
more pressure.
she blinks at you, terrified, as, as the caravan boss lady brings over a wineskin. She says, you just drink. And, they quickly get her like good and inebriated. Maybe
Yep.
she'll just pass out. Maybe we
All
don't
right.
know.
We'll do the leather strap in the mouth just in case. Make sure she's not going to crack any teeth or bite off her tongue.
Right.
And yeah, we'll apply the heated blade.
Yeah, no, that this is a very loud, very uncomfortable affair for everyone. Uh, make me an apothecary test, Terry.
All right.
Full skill test. Oh yeah. This might suck.
That is a
It
15.
might do.
It might do. It might suck. Uh, a 15, you said?
Yes.
Oh, okay. She passes out. Like she like of the pain, just we're not her brain says we're not processing this out like a light.
Pew.
Yeah, she shuts the fuck down. And uh how long does this surgery take as you clean that fucking dog bite?
As long as she's passed out, then I'll spend a little bit more time than I was initially thinking. I'm gonna have people nearby with torches, and I'll be like, okay, bring the torch now closer. I gotta see. Okay, take it back now. And I'll do a meticulous job of cleaning it since she's not squirming and screaming.
What's everyone doing
Holding her down
around it?
just in case.
Right. Okay. Saz, what are you doing?
Um, Saz, well, he'll finish putting torches out to make sure all the spores are cleared out.
So what does he do when one of the corpses stands up?
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me.
You son of a bitch. Um, wolf or human?
Human.
Oh, for
Again,
fuck's sake.
uh, half on fire. The thing just like shambles the fuck up to its fucking feet, and then drools this black, awful ichor and starts to fucking spore. Um, and tries to shamble just for the fuck of it at Vason from behind, who's not paying attention.
No, we ain't having that shit. No,
And also,
you can
I'm
fucking
there,
stop.
so if need be, I will stop
No,
holding.
You're not paying
uh,
attention to this.
um,
But I'm there with Vason.
I know.
uh. So as soon as I see this thing start to stand up, I'm gonna yell out for the leader.
What?
Uh,
What do you say?
I'm gonna literally say they're standing up. No, I did not stutter because I know that's going to be the next thing out of her mouth is say what.
What?
And then,
Possible?
unfortunately, as much as I really don't want to, I'm going to promptly stab it in the brain.
Okay, oh, that
Ooh.
is a called shot, sir. Make me an attack roll as the camp, the survivors just basically whoa. Everyone looks at this half on fire walking
All right.
corpse.
Well, the time for it to explode needed to fucking happen.
Yes.
It exploded. It exploded twice
Oh my God, yes.
for a 29.
Oh my God. Uh, okay. Okay. That is gonna be dispatch 3, sir.
Jesus, only a 3.
Yep. Only a 3. And as the chieftain just turns around and just looks, oh, she completely fails like her reaction. She just
Yeah.
looks horrified, mouth on the floor.
It's 12 points of damage. Apparently, 12 is like my damage number tonight.
Yeah, right, right.
I'm rolling sixes for damage all night, and it's a 3 dispatch, 3 physique bonus.
Okay, so with that, no, you can make your called shot. So either stab it in the head, take its head off, whatever you want to do. Uh,
Uh, I'm actually not going to take the head off just because open wound, spores everywhere. We don't need this shit spreading.
right.
Um, I'm assuming I'm approaching this thing from behind since it's shambling toward Vason.
Yep. Cool.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to literally take the sword once again down to the hilt and basically use the basket to push it into the ground.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
will essentially, yeah, I will essentially fucking just drive it into the dirt.
Yeah. We all see this now after the commotion has been made. Like we see the corpse that was half burning, stand up and uh Saz slays this thing, we hope, and
Uh,
staples it to the floor.
I leave the sword there,
Okay, so okay, good. It just
and that,
starts to
and then,
burn.
and then just as a preamble, I will then take every spare sword I can find, stab the other ones in the head, and leave them stapled to the ground.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because we are not fucking with this
You,
now.
you know, they can't stand up if they don't have legs.
Uh,
No, but they can still freaking crawl toward us. If I
And
staple its head, it can't move at all.
what do you call a zombie with no arms and no legs?
so Vason, as our resident academic, there's a lot to unpack here.
Just a little bit.
So, what party discuss? I'm not
Me-
here
So,
anymore.
Meanwhile, the whole time Basin's still doing surgery, like, huh?
yeah, that's exactly right. Like,
Why are you bugging me right now?
how did the surgery go then? Do I think it's responding to the heat?
You're pretty positive that heat is the answer. Heat
Okay,
is the answer to sterilizing these wounds and cleaning it.
okay. So then I'll go back to the other survivors and double check their wounds.
Okay.
Hope she has a lot of wine skins.
Oh yeah, no, they like to get sloshed. They have plenty of alcohol. Amazingly, she did not get touched at all by any of this. Um, but yeah, you guys, it seems to subside now. The weird and the horror of this subsides. The night, I think the night will pass relatively uneventfully. And if you guys have nothing else you want to do over the next 2 days, well, we get to the next village. How you guys tell me what you guys want to do.
Vason's going to on breaks and stuff continue to practice with the sling.
Okay. And monitor his patience.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still unpacking everything that happened. So mushroom dogs and now mushroom people. Wait, okay, so
This is all in character, by the way. I need Grond to be this analytical about what the fuck's going on.
no, no, no. Remembering
Right.
his first combat since coming here.
Right. Okay, cool. Yep.
You said there was talking to Saz, there was a black ichor coming from them.
Talking about the ragman.
Well, I'm talking about the guy that came up from the fire. When you killed him, did he have a black ichor coming from him?
Oh yeah,
He was
you said
drooling. He
he
drooling
was
that.
drooling black.
Yeah.
Is it the same ichor from the ragman in the forest before?
Check your weapons. They might be dissolving.
uh no. It's not. It's different. It's different.
Okay. Yeah,
Good
I'm
good
just
catch.
checking.
Very good catch, Eric. Very good catch. Yes, but no. Your head's in the right spot. Or going in the right spot.
I was just thinking larval form of what I killed earlier.
Okay, yeah.
Don't give him ideas.
I know, right? Fuck yeah.
Uh, just as a precaution from now on, though, all the weapons that was used to pin the bodies, after we're sure they've been burned properly and whatnot, he will uh clean them with fire and then keep them in one of the caravans in case he has to do this again.
Mm, okay.
Literally just spare swords for pinning shit down so it can't move anymore.
Oh,
Large
okay.
nails for staking people out.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Uh, Besides that, Saz is, unless there's one left, Saz is probably going to become a head guard, or he's
I
going
see.
to
It's
appoint him.
basically you.
Well, well,
I said, or he's going to appoint himself to it because fuck you guys.
well, and Gron could help. I mean,
Right.
Gron could easily take a guard duty spot.
Right. You can keep watch with me.
Or split the night. You take one watch, I take another.
Yep. But yeah, no, yeah, he's very much even more head on the swivel now. He'll probably talk with boss lady when he gets a chance about everything that transpired, put her in the loop,
Yeah,
make sure.
she's very uh say she's obviously distraught about essentially her family members being killed. Uh that's kind of her tribe, so to speak. But no, she is quite concerned about getting to the next village as soon as possible because for obvious reasons, moving through the wilderness is pretty fucking dangerous.
Does she know what those wolves were?
Uh, Beyond very sick animals, she doesn't lead on that she knows.
All right. Can't say I'm happy about this, but okay.
But yeah, so
So, Rafe, one of the types of rituals there are is a cleansing.
You're not a priest. Are you
Okay.
talking about cleansing corruption?
Well, just cleansing. I was looking at the types of rituals that you have listed in the ritual write-up, and one of
Yep.
them you mentioned cleansing,
Uh,
purifying something.
that refers to cleansing corruption.
Ah,
Like
at the
specifically like if something had to make a life force test or if something is cursed. Uh, unless you were a priest, you can't cleanse corruption.
okay. Just trying to think outside the box.
No, no, that's a really good point. That's a really fucking good point. Uh, so, uh, 2 days pass unless the party asks for something else, and we find ourselves in the village of Willenar, which as Yulia has informed us is on the edge of a fiefdom called Miserine, uh, bearing the same name as its capital city. Um, at the foot of a mountain where the Lord uh lives. Now, you guys see a pretty massive mountain in the distance of Willenar and its skyline there. Uh the guards of this walled village, they actually have a stone palisade. Uh they have a gatehouse. The guards let you in. They close the portcullis behind you. The this Vistani caravan uh is kind of like guided or corralled off to a portion of the city that uh is kind of used for some things like this. And you guys find yourselves in a more probably more agreeable form of civilization than what you guys were first dealing with when you first come to this land of the dead. Uh, there. Read some of my notes here quick. How do you guys wish to proceed? You guys have anything that you guys want to immediately do before I describe the rest of the town?
Nope, I don't.
Okay. Uh, Saz, Vason.
Yeah,
nothing I can think of.
just stabilizing the patients and making sure that wherever we're getting parked, that I can keep taking care of them.
Okay. Okay, that being said, uh, you guys are carted by a uh oh, hang on here. You're carted by the tavern, whose livery out front is called the Crooked Fog. Uh, and it's kind of its livery out front is kind of like there's a sign hangs off of one of the front beams there. It's kind of this odd shaped thing, but from one angle you're looking at the sign. and it looks like a specter or like a ghost of some kind, but it's kind of like cut out of a plank, and then in like the runic script, like along like the hem of this specter's like cloak, it says the crooked fog. Um, this tavern uh sticks out to you guys. Now, we of Earth know what like Tudor style uh buildings look like. Tudor England. Now, this building is built in that architecture style. Everything else around it are like earthen hovels that you guys would obviously be more used to in like a tribal sense. Um, and it's got a stone wall, a stone palisade with two gatehouses, one going in, one going out. Uh, it has a small uh kind of what its poor excuse for a keep would be. It's a three-story stall stone building, brick and mortar, uh, with a parapet that goes around the top. It's essentially a very wide, kind of like a border tower. Like if the tower was there, like the first building, to be built, kind of like to project power out into the wilderness, and then people started building houses around it, and then put a wall around the whole thing. Town. So this town has a keep, so to speak, and uh its banner, strangely enough, its banner, like right above the front doorstep of this tower, is a maw. It's like an open mouth, like a maw, embroidered onto this tapestry. It has two fangs coming down from the top and two fangs coming up from the bottom jaw. So two fangs, top, bottom. That's that's the heraldry on a field of gray. And the people, you just kind of people go around as normal. To Vasen's eye, they look mostly Athranian, like your people, your ethnicity. They're mostly human. There are a handful of Fae here, but they're mixed Fae. Uh, they're not. You don't see any Arborians like Saws are, but there is some fairy ancestry amongst a few of them. There are a handful of ogres here. Um, uh, Grand, I mean, you'll see a couple of them. About none of them are as tall as you are, but there seems to be like a mixed population here. Uh, the the Crooked Fog Tavern doesn't have an ogre door, um, but there are a few other establishments in town that do have ogre doors. Uh, the the Vistani nomads are they're not they're not really shunned. It seems like they're uh generally just all the nomads are here. So cool. Hey, they're not like in other settings where Vistani are like, oh, you know, fucking gypsies, go away. Um, they actually have a portion of the town where they're like, all right, here you have your caravans. This is where you guys live, and it's not. They don't have they don't have what's the word I'm trying to look for here? They don't have a bad part of town that they're you guys are kind of like being shucked off to. It's just it's all equally fucking poor, but we have a parking lot over here. Put your wagons there. Done. Uh, and a small, almost like flea market style, uh, center of the town where there are two wells there. The guards here wear something that looks like a heavy leather hauberk riveted together with looks like ebon studs and kind of like this midnight blue shoulder capes. Um, they wield pole arms and they patrol around the town. But aside from that, it seems like for the more lawful individuals of the party, they this seems like a relatively safe place with clean streets. So, uh, by all means, there's the scene for you. You may proceed however you wish.
When we see the guards making rounds, how are the townspeople reacting to them?
To the guards,
Yeah.
uh, not overly special. They give them uh deference, but they're not. It's there's nothing like they'd be afraid of them with like police brutality or whatever. Um,
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Like,
it's not like in a Thranlanath where uh if one of the Ebon guard walk by, you get the fuck out of the way because he might beat the shit out of you.
right.
It's way more relaxed here.
Good. Okay.
Similarly, I don't know how well traveled Vaesen is, but this is more akin to like a woodmen Athranian town as opposed to an Athranian city.
Okay. Yeah, he's just kind of taking things in and putting in this perspective of a city dweller going, well, that's rather curious. Nobody's getting their teeth knocked in by the guards for no reason.
Right.
Nice.
It
Refreshing,
it
isn't it?
Uh,
it might be a nice point of uh character development and as a little character culture. You guys almost got your teeth knocked in when those street toughs jumped you in session one. Um,
I
but
was
I know you were fine, but we're not talking to you specifically, Eric. Shut up. You're 12 foot tall. No one's gonna knock your teeth in unless an ogre guard wants to knock your teeth in. Um, anyway, um, that yeah, no, the country folk seem to be a little bit more relaxed.
Okay.
Uh, Saz, what's the
Uh,
on the agenda?
well, just between the shit happening and the last village we went through, he's, slight trepidation about this one because, oh fuck, what's wrong here? Um, Honestly, not above nothing else, he wants to get cleaned up.
Okay.
He's muddy and he's ragged and he's probably
yeah.
got the scent of fungus stuff so far up his nose it's in his brain.
Yum.
And he's tired. He wants to
Yeah.
get cleaned up. He can look at the splendor of the town later. He wants to get cleaned up.
Ditto.
Yeah. There is certainly a sense of uh security here. Um, you, yeah. Uh, no, the one in, like I said, the one in the Crooked Fog. Uh, you do find out that they do offer baths. You got to pay for them though, and have one of the serving girls draw you a warm bath. Um, 3 copper for an individual. Um, when you guys uh, check in, of course, Grond is brought up, and this one of the more senior serving girls comes out to see his opulent form, and She kind of bitches a little quietly to herself, and she's like, I told them they needed to get an ogre door in sooner. Uh, and she goes, we're trying to get an ogre door installed. Uh, if you want to come around back, there's it's not a door, more or less, it's a hole in the wall, but you
That
can come
works.
inside.
That works.
Now she leads you around back, you go around the block, down an alleyway, and you see like the stonemasons that are actually attempting to get everything right. It's literally a fucking hole. They carved out of the back of this stone building. At they're like, see, it's a door, but it's not a door. And she laughs and she goes, I don't think we have. Uh, we're gonna have to get a big sponge for you if you want to clean yourself.
Well, I mean, or a creek or a river of some sort that I can just sponge myself off in. Because I realize, bathing facilities for someone my size is hard to come by. I'm
She kind of looks
realistic
up.
about
She looks
this.
up at you. She's kind of feisty. She looks up at you and she goes, "Where do you come from that there are baths for large people like you?"
I didn't say I've seen them. I just assumed that there would be some somewhere, just not everywhere.
She just says, "Ah." Uh, she'll charge you 10 copper and give you a bar of soap, which is essentially a brick. Like a whole like you go to fucking medieval Costco and you buy bulk soap and like you would cut off like little bricks of it for like normal size people, and she charges you like 10 silver for a big soap. Like she just hold like bulk soap, and she's like, "E here."
Just point me where I need to go.
And you just go off and into a river nearby with essentially for us a bath towel, for you a wash rag, and you just go.
Yep.
We reconnoiter to the Crooked Fog. Apparently some time later when the party uh uh regroups for an evening meal. The three of us remaining, Roak, Saz, and Vason, are bathed and comfortable near a warm hearth and being fed venison stew
Ooh. Where is Boss Lady?
in her caravan dealing with her surviving people.
I would have offered to pay for a bath for her.
Okay. A bath with her or a bath for her?
For her.
Come on. With?
I
No.
mean, if she wants to invite me, she can. I'm not going to say no, but
Oh, come on. She's got to get her cougar hoe on. She's gonna invite you. Come on now. I say cougar because she is an older human lady, and you're a fae, and you're like 3 times as old as she is.
you're right. But I probably look younger than she does.
Absolutely. It's looks. It's not. It's looks. Age ain't nothing but a number.
You're
Uh,
right.
but no.
Mine never matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter.
Right. Uh, you're both of age. That's
Yeah.
just that's all. Uh, so. No, you guys are going to be treated amazingly to a nice evening of intrigue and rumors, unless you guys want to do something else.
Did we get paid for our service to the caravan?
Uh, I'm gonna say for the most part, because I've been charging you for all these civilization privileges. We'll get to that after the session.
Okay.
Yeah, because I owe somebody for this axe head.
You want to go back there and give it to him?
Not right now, but I will.
Yeah, yeah, across the countryside again.
I don't.
No,
I'd rather not deal with the wolves right now.
no.
Yeah.
Um,
But
Well,
one problem at a time.
huh?
I was wondering about getting paid that if not today, but maybe tomorrow we could go hit the marketplace. I'd be kind of curious to
See what
see
they
what
got.
they have here for wares.
Okay. Uh, of course. Okay, just checking time. All right.
But to answer your question for tonight, I would say we eat and we just enjoy being within the safety of the walls and try to get some sleep.
Okay. Uh, in actual beds that you can buy yourselves, instead of Vason being in somebody else's bed. You know,
I mean, that might happen anyway, but
well, I mean,
Yeah. Hey, I earned it.
Master Roshi looking motherfucker over
yeah,
here.
right, stud. Anyway, um,
Brown chicken, brown cow.
right now
No,
for Grand, I'm gonna say because there's a river nearby, uh, one of the uh guards uh comes with you and escorts you to the river because the wilderness is kind of not really the safest. He doesn't fucking watch you bathe, but he stands nearby as like buddy system. Uh, but
I regale him with my tale of bisecting one and cleaving two of the wolves.
so as you guys are kind of, he's facing away from you, right? You're
Right.
back here, and he's kind of leaning on his polearm, and you guys are talking, right? And he said the wolves had mushrooms? What? No. He had half turn.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
goes,
yeah.
he's that broad, like, ogre barn door back as he tries to turn around. Never mind. And, and like, he's gonna look at you like, no, you're full of shit. Shut up. But he quickly composes himself. And he says that, well, so, no, there's been a group of people that have been coming through the town for a couple months now. I say like 3 months, three at the longest, about 3 months. And they don't say anything to anyone, but they just come in, they get supplies at the market, and then they disappear. And they always go east. They always leave east. But they'll use whichever gate. They'll either come from the south, like you did, or they'll come from the north. But they always travel east, and that's where it's been noticed that that's where the stench comes from, like some rotten stench on the wind. And they always wear these brown cloaks with brown hoods. They don't say much to people, but they're they're odd, and they ride these steeds that from a distance looks like a horse, but when you it's not a horse. It's got four legs and it's got a head like a horse, and you sit on it on a saddle on its back like a horse, but it doesn't move it moves like a horse, but it doesn't. There's something wrong there, and they've started to appear more frequently. I think that they might be camped in the east, but that fungal that this mushrooms. I think there might be something more to uh this mushroom presence, I'm going to call it. I don't know what to call it.
For reference, what the caravan, was they stopping here or are they moving on after this?
As far as you're aware, they're moving on after this.
Which direction?
You don't know.
Okay.
Their chieftain hasn't made a different plan because obviously she had an initial plan because she had all these people with her, and now she doesn't know what the hell she's gonna do.
Consolidate and move on.
Possibly.
It's like, in our observations, that stench, fire drives that away
Oh. Hmm.
because we camped
Hmm.
in that stench and fire got rid of it.
Good to know. Is there a doctor amongst your traveling company?
Doctor of sorts. We have an apothecary with us who's fairly knowledgeable and a friend of mine.
Oh, all right. Are you almost done over there?
Oh
This
yeah,
is all happening while
I
you're
mean,
watching
by
around.
the time he says that, I've already finished and put my breeches on and ready to move out.
Oh, okay. No,
Grab,
he glances
grab
over.
up,
Oh, you're right there. All right, and then you.
grab up my axe, and so let's go.
Now you. So that next scene is uh the guard essentially walking you to the alleyway where you go to the ogre door.
The
Uh,
hole.
yeah, the whole. And he bids you good evening and he fucks off. So like that next scene is Grond rejoining the rest of the party. Uh Next scene. There you go.
So
So
who do I see?
this is still in the evening yet, right?
Yes, is that it would be later that evening, yes.
Okay.
All bathing has been done. We're now sitting down as a party to eat.
I mean, I personally was not privy to arranging helping this caravan, so I really don't know, now that I think on it, what the goal of this caravan was. So I'm gonna, go to my companions. Hey, just out of curiosity, where was this caravan heading?
Saz, do you know?
Do we know?
Out of character, I do not remember.
I don't either.
They're nomads. This is just their life.
Yeah.
They're going anywhere.
I I don't know if we actually asked, like, is this one of many
No,
stops or
I think I think we asked them if they were leaving soon, if they needed people to come with, and we saw a quick way to get out of the town.
Right.
yeah.
So no,
Okay,
I don't think we actually asked them, hey, do you have
A
a
is there a
destination.
destination
destination
in
in
mind
mind?
to park it for a little bit?
Because I got a little we'll call it gossip from the guard that was escorting me to my bath. Evidently, some strangers have been coming, or they've been coming into town from all directions and then heading east, which oddly enough is what this guard think is the direction where that stench is coming from. I did
Hmm.
tell him about the fire trick with the smell.
Did did the caravan leader go back to her caravan when we were done with the bath?
Yeah, she is consolidating with her
Okay.
people. You guys have separated currently.
Okay.
But I just thought I'd relay this. If they're going east, We might want
No,
to be more on our guard than normal if we're going to continue.
Mhm.
you should probably tell her about it too.
Yeah, I would say tomorrow morning have a conversation with her first thing.
I mean, it seemed odd to me. I mean, the guard didn't believe me about the wolves initially, but
Well, would you believe you about the wolves if someone came up and told you that?
I mean, the mushrooms and all that, before a couple of days ago, no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
But after turning Goo Man into a sticky paste that first night,
You're
yeah,
right. It's a little bit more believable now. And the fact that the body stood back up.
oh, I didn't even get there with that, with the telling the guard, or did I?
Yeah,
I don't
No,
know.
no, you didn't. You didn't.
no.
Yeah.
What what direction is the very large mountain in?
The West, the opposite direction.
Okay.
Something tells me we're going the wrong direction.
It's Miserine. There's always a wrong direction.
Yep, wherever the fuck you go in this place.
Yeah.
Even the right direction's the wrong direction.
Yep, yep.
Neverwhere is a troubled land.
I mean, otherwise we can ask around, see if anyone else knows about these people going east, or if anyone else has dealt with fungal creatures.
Or strange mushrooms.
Right?
Yeah, that's definitely going to be one of my stops in the morning is to see if they've got any
You
type
didn't
of
take you didn't
storefront
take
that sells apothecary type things.
you didn't take samples of those mushrooms with you, did you?
No, I purposely did not.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
Okay. Yeah, I know you've been taking samples of practically everything, which I get. I mean, you're our scholar,
he he doesn't have the right
but
type of equipment to keep that contained properly.
Yeah, nope. The thought went through my head, I'll be perfectly honest, but I wasn't going to mess with that stuff.
Meanwhile, narrator is like, "Come on,
Do
Yeah,
that.
I mean, glass
put it in your
jar, lead
pocket.
sealed, and yeah, I don't know, maybe some kind of magic glyph to put on it so it doesn't open.
Uh-huh. uh,
And even then, it might breach containment.
be a hell of a weapon, though."
uh,
Oh, I'll just put some in the city well for good measure.
oh no. Oh
Yeah, that'd be
fuck.
It,
terrible.
it's never a
We're
war
we're
crime the
not having
first
another
time.
Hawthorne.
Yeah.
Oh, come
No,
on.
no, no, no. It's never a war crime the first time.
Right.
Fucking Hawthorne with fungal fucking zombies.
Hey, don't fucking get ahead of us and reveal my secrets, Mike. Don't
No, no,
fucking
no.
do
Keep going.
that. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ignore
Go
what I
ahead.
said 10 seconds ago. It's okay.
All right. Uh,
Evidence
so
may be used against you.
so the see the night passes in some relative uh uh relative calm. Uh, I'm assuming, not assuming, I'm gonna say that the the three human-sized individuals all sleep in the same room, and in the middle of the night, you guys are awoken to, uh, well, we're gonna say, um, Vason is actually aroused from his slumber to to look over at the bed next to him, uh, as Roark is in bed, uh, with a a nude, very pale woman uh, on him in a compromising fashion. And now this woman's back. You just see the back of her. Uh, Breathtaking. Um, and like you blink, you blink, you just kind of like you rub your eyes and you're like, holy shit. Oh my God. It's from your fucking memory, it's the white lady that was there who got your asses in this fucking mess in the first place. Um, and you just you hear the fucking the sounds of love making there, and you uh like you blink, you rub your eyes again, and she's gone. And you're
Hmm.
like, and what do you do? I'm gonna pause right there and let you have the rest of the scene.
He's going to shake his head and try to figure out if he had imagined it or if he had seen something and then fell back asleep.
No,
Um,
you're awake right now. No need for pinching.
okay. Um, what's Roak doing then?
Sleeping. He's from all intents and purposes, she was riding this man and he's asleep.
Oh, he
Like
was asleep even during it.
allegedly. Because he was making the noises too, but he's asleep,
Okay.
like full erection and everything, like blankets splayed out like they were at it. And his chest rises and falls as if he's asleep. What do you do?
Do I have anything, maybe not, eh, would I have a candle or something to light?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna get a light going.
Okay. Uh, you illuminate the room. Uh, I'm going to assume that Saz is fast fucking asleep and you do not wake him
No, I'm just
until you specifically say, I wake the others. Uh,
right. So I would creep over to Roak and not necessarily stare at his junk, but
right.
just kind of like check out the area and see if there's any trace of anything.
Oh, there was some nomming going on that young man's neck. I'll tell you that much. He's not dead, he's not dying. She didn't lay open his throat, but yeah,
Okay.
some Bram Stoker's got to him and nom nom. She was sampling.
Then I'm gonna kind of rush over and check Saz and Gran for the same wounds.
Well, Grand is downstairs because he can't fit in this room.
Oh, that's right.
Saz
Saz.
Saz is snoring like a distant thunderstorm.
But
Dead to the world.
I check his neck area. Has he got any wounds?
Clean. She didn't
All
touch
right.
him. She didn't want him. You check yourself and you're like, oh, make me jealous, woman.
No, but
No,
but
no,
that was the couple. I mean, that was their
Mhm.
that was their thing.
yeah. I am going to gently wake Saz up and I'll put my not my hand over his mouth, but I'll put my hand up to his lips to indicate like be quiet.
I say, you put your hand over his mouth when you're going to wake him, you're going to get swung
Yeah, yeah, right.
No, I'm going to be very gentle and meticulous about waking him up.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, even so, Saz has like a dagger like under the pillow.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, Saz will wake up.
Okay. And then I'll motion for him to be quiet and tell him to follow me. And I'm going to take him over to Roax form. I'm going to point at his neck, not his wiener.
Like, I mean, because he's still hard as a fucking rock, sleeping. And no, there she's kissed him a few times.
I said I woke up and saw a white lady. Uh, they were engaging in intimacy, and then I blinked and she was gone.
Is the window open?
Of course.
Of course. Salza go
At
to
this
the
point,
windows.
creepy cold fucking wind goes in. Just cuz. Just
Of
cuz.
course it does. Shrivels.
Does does the window have shutters or anything?
Nope. It's got
I'll,
those
I'll
creepy gauzy curtains though.
of course it does. Uh, I'll go to the window and actually look, see if I like if there's anyone out there.
Hell no.
Okay.
Because of
Didn't
course.
think because of course.
Actually, wait, make me an awareness test.
Ah,
Yeah.
No. Oh,
Why should I fuck you guys out of a skill test when you guys should
I
at
know,
least know
right?
how to
How
roll?
dares?
I swear to God, I'm sorry.
Fucking narrator.
What's this awareness you speak of?
Yeah, no, right? You guys are aware of things? Shut up. He's so full of shit your eyes are brown.
Thank you.
I said that to a friend of mine the other day. She's like, they're blue, thank you. And I'm like, fine, to your cheekbones then.
22.
Ah, do you, oh, 20 fucking two. Hell yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
On a rooftop, like 2 blocks away, you see a stark, naked, white as the moon form.
She looking back at us.
Of course.
Of course.
don't
With
say us. That's you.
and she's got like a trickle like of blood down like she like her the corner of her mouth and she like the tongue goes over to lick that and you blink and she's gone.
Good. But guess what I can do now?
Uh-huh.
Great hunt.
Hey, go for it. Go for it. If you want, go for it.
You know what? Yeah, because we need a fucking lead here, so I
So
can start.
explain this. What are you doing?
So, in lieu of a wild lore test, if I'm trying to track someone, I can start a hunt. I can start a stalk. Um, and essentially, if I remember correctly, if I do these long enough or with good enough checks, I can actually make my quarry start to have to take damage and or life force test.
they start to take corruption because uh you're closing in on them.
Okay. If
Make
if
me
you're
a wild lore test then.
What's up, Terry?
I was going to say, if you're explaining that to me, or that you're going to be doing this, I'm going to say I'm going to go down and wake up Grand if we're going to be
I
taking
don't
this.
think that'd be something that you can explain. That's a almost supernatural ability that a ranger has.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've seen him do it at least once, so I'm familiar with him tracking stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
to you guys, it
precision
would just
single
be me
target for three
tracking
or more.
someone down. Uh, Probably not good enough, but I got a 16.
Okay. Now let's see. Does she actually slip away?
Sure being what she is, yeah, but
Ooh,
Er,
you beat her by 2.
ooh.
Ooh.
yeah, basically what I
Okay.
mean.
All right. This shifted the fucking tone of the adventure. Uh, okay. Um, that say okay. So dire hunt. If a ranger is tracking us in tracking quarry, they may choose this ability as opposed to a standard wild lore test. If a ranger pursues a single target for more than 3 days over land, the target must make a life force test for every 3 days of being pursued, with increasing difficulty. Uh, so she has after 3 days from now, she has to make a corruption test. If she fails, it gets harder. If
Mhm.
she fails again, the difficulty goes up. But if she passes, it the corruption save only increases in difficulty as long as she fails. So put in your notes, this is day one. She is due for a corruption test in 3 days. I'm going to leave that on you, Mike, to uh keep track of that. Uh and
Just let me know when the day passes and stuff. Kind of sometimes we do time skips.
yeah. Uh Vason comes downstairs to Grand, who is in uh the hearth room. They'd have cleared a space out in the dining area to where you've uh got a place, and they've got a fucking ogre-sized cushion in there for you to sleep on. Uh they don't get to use it very often, so it's almost brand spanking new. So yeah, no, you've actually got a pretty nice bed, Grand.
I'm not going to complain.
Oh hell no. So, uh, um, what, what are the party's final actions before the end?
Waking up.
Waking
I
up.
will very carefully wake him up and explain quickly there was a female vampire riding Roak, and Zaz now has caught sight of her. Get up. Oh, we're
Do we
gonna.
think it's the same
Yes. The same female that he was having a relationship with.
earlier? Boinking
Also,
earlier?
also he's been bitten multiple times.
Huh, she came back for a snack, huh? Okay.
Thanks, Eric.
Let's grab our things and see what Saz has in mind.
Uh, so I'm imagining that you guys are kind of like trying to rouse yourself in the middle of this sleeping fucking tavern, and kind of going about your nocturnal business quietly so you don't rouse the whole building. Uh uh so Saz, when you actually caught sight of her, what are y'all doing?
Well, Saz is no longer tired. I'll say it that way.
Oh, he can't be.
Uh, as soon as she disappears, though, and he knows that she sees this before she disappears. He's just going to smile at her. And as she leaves, he's just going to keep smiling because, well, now he officially has the scent.
Right.
Um, with that, and after Vason goes downstairs to wake up Grand, he is actually going to he's going to cover him up first, but he's going to wake up Roak.
No, he wakes up and he just looks up at you and kind of groggy, and he coughs, and then his like hand goes to his neck. He tries to sit up, and he's like, and he looks whipped, like he
Yeah.
didn't sleep at all.
No.
And
Which
he looks up at you, and he says, his hand goes to his junk. He's like, "Why am I hard? And why does my neck hurt?" Ugh.
it's like it's like
Ugh.
as he does this, I'll be like, all right, now pull your hand away and see the blood because your girlfriend came back.
He puts his he doesn't have any blood on his hand, but he like ah. And he going to work some of the blood out of the
Hmm.
fucking punctures. Ah,
Yeah.
ah. What do you mean, my girlfriend?
The pale lady, your girlfriend, the one that you were so enamored with.
He blinks. He said, Phaeton was here.
Yeah. Why are you whispering?
As you know, as Vason comes in and comes into the room, and he goes, "Why didn't she wake me?"
I don't know, but we saw, well, yeah, we saw her, and she's our only lead as to why we're here. So we're going. Get dressed.
He looks at Vason accusatorially and says, "Why didn't she wake me?"
We didn't speak to her at all, and I blinked and she was gone.
She was here in the room
She was here on you.
Riding you,
on me.
Why do you think you're hard?
hence the
Oh. I said, "Dawn's on him now." She didn't let me touch her
Hmm.
before.
She was touching you.
And
He blushes
Hmm.
like
I I
beet
I don't
fucking
want to
red.
sound crass, Roak, but maybe the rules are different here.
Uh,
well,
No,
tell
it's
you what,
not gross.
get up, get
you're not
dressed,
there, Eric.
get up, get dressed. We're gonna find her so you can ask her yourself.
He quickly gets dressed, but
Wide awake now, isn't he?
comedically he has to walk around with an erection he could burn down a house with, and he's trying. Gingerly puts on his trousers and tries it. He's like,
If that doesn't go away in 4 hours, see Vason.
Gentlemen, it won't go away. Why?
If it doesn't go away in 4 hours, see Grand.
No.
So
Doesn't go away soon. River.
a cold bath. All right, cool. So no, uh, you rouse yourselves. Uh, do you do anything with the people who actually live here or operate the inn, or do you get your shit ready and leave?
Uh, I'll
What are we
make
doing?
sure that I'll make sure that the window's shut, just
Uh,
because. I assume at this point there's at least someone downstairs at the bar, and
nope. Oh, it's
no.
closed. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's gone to bed. It's in the
Uh,
middle of the fucking night.
I mean, they got our money. They don't care if we leave or not. So
Yeah, no, there's no such thing as checking out.
yeah. So I'm not too worried about it. I do want to go to the caravan before we leave,
Okay.
but as
Uh,
for the actual bar, no, I'm not going to do anything there.
okay. Uh, oh, what Roak will do, however, is he's gonna lift himself a wineskin, 'cause he's got an erection that he needs to take care of, and he's trying to do something to get rid of it. Uh, he doesn't really make himself inconspicuous because it's in the middle of the fucking night, and you four lads are trying to dip the fuck out. Uh, but as he lifts a wineskin, Actually, no, we're not going to say a wineskin. He actually lifts a bottle of wine. Uh, as you guys leave the ogre door into the alley, we will go for closing soliloquies. Grand, would you give us our first closing soliloquy of the night?
Gron just woke up, so he's still trying to. He's kind of disgusted with what he was told about Roak. And, his comment about, she came back for a light snack just kind of sits there with him for a bit while he's waiting for everybody else to come downstairs.
Is that all he does? Is that all we're
Yep,
okay?
that's it. I mean, he just woke up, so he doesn't really do it's, you know, I'm handling him like me. I don't wake up well.
May I ask, as the narrator, uh, disgusted how so?
Roak's been trouble since we encountered him,
Right.
and he's not surprised that this is happening.
Hmm. Okay.
Not happy about it, but not surprised.
Fair enough. Okay. Vason, as you guys exit the tavern stealthily uh off into the alleyway, what are y'all doing? What do we
Vason's reflecting on the meeting of Roak's girlfriend. I don't know. Did we know her name back in town?
Yeah, of course. Her name is Theoden. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if we were aware of it.
Yeah, no, you guys, she never introduced herself, but Rollock has told you her name.
So he's trying to play through all the scenarios in his head of Faden found us. Um, is that going to be a good thing or a bad thing? And he's got, I know, hours and hours worth of questions if we can catch up with her. But once again, I don't know if catching up with her is going to be a good thing or bad thing. So he's just kind of doing some internal meditation and kind of following the threads of what this possibility holds now.
Okay. Now, to Saz.
Uh, Saz he's excited. He's doing his job again. Uh, he she's their first real lead from the real world since they got here, and she's got some fucking answers to give because god damn it, he doesn't want to be here right now, and she's partially responsible for it. Uh, he wants to go talk to the caravan lady just to one let her know, and two so she can keep an eye out, and three maybe transportation along the way. Um, but I don't know, and I don't know exactly mechanically how this is supposed to feel, but I feel like whenever Saz is on one of his dire hunts, it almost invigorates him
Right?
because it's like, oh my god, we're gonna get him. We're getting closer. Let's fucking do this. So like he's not like bouncing like he's not like bouncing around hyper, but it's very much like he doesn't feel like he could be stopped right now unless like Gron lifted him in the air or some shit.
Right.
Like he's just ready to go. Um, so yeah, very very excited, very very ready. Wants to go kick some ass and maybe kill some more stuff. So yeah.
All right. I'll bring this session to a close and be back for the next chapter later on. Thanks, everybody.